Hello and welcome back to my channel, the first video of 2024. And I'd like to start this year by fulfilling my first challenge, the solo challenge that I proposed in the last year. And for the month of January, it is to play a one session by using a new oracle, or oracle that I have never used it in my sessions. And for that, I had some options, but I have decided for this one here. This is a great material, another great material done by Perplex Ruins, and it is freely available on itch.io. This is the oracle for the Fallen RPG, and the Fallen RPG is not free as far as I know, but the oracle for it is free. And although it was made for the Fallen RPG, I can see that it can be use it or apply it in any other system. And this is exactly what I'm going to do today. So very briefly, let's just go through this page. Here you have the oracle, and the oracle works by rolling 2d6 and a d8. And if you say that something is likely to happen, or even to happen, or unlikely to happen, you need basically to beat these numbers here. And so if you say, okay, it's likely that I'm going to find a treasure in this room. So I just roll it. And as I said, it is likely. So it's more than 6. So it is a yes. But I need to roll a d8 as well. And this d8 brings basically the but and the and. So if both d6 higher than a d8, so it means that I have an and. Otherwise, I have a but. But if I roll doubles, as actually I did here, I could have a positive event or a negative random event. So it depends as well if it is more or less than the number that I wrote on this d8. So it might be similar to some other oracles. It's like a mix of Iron Sworn with Mythic a little bit. And actually it's written here that they borrow from one page Solengine, from Mythic, from Iron Sworn. So a lot of inspiration came from these other sources. And so this is just the yes or no oracle, but we have here another oracle, a degree oracle, where you can just roll a d8 and then you can check here. There is this structure of the scene, similar to a mythic. You decide or you define how a scene should be, but then you need to ask the oracle if the scene is going to happen like that or not. So in the mythic, we have the chaos factor, and here we do not have chaos factor, but we just need to roll. And if we have on the both d6 are less than the d8, we have a altered scene. And then we have alter scene table here too. Just roll a d8, and we have even a shift table where we could roll if we're not sure how things might happen and so on. We can just use this as inspiration too. The random event focus. If we roll a random event, we have the random event focus here. Weather table, plot twist table, because as we might have an and or a but, we might have some kind of plot twist in the scene too. Quick NPC generator, some general sparks, and yeah, and just some hints here. And it's really concise. It's just one page, really simple, but I think it covers mostly everything. And if we go to the other side, we have this table here, this 6 table, where we can just check for some handle words or even pictures, images that we can use. So it's a very, very complete oracle, and I'd like to use it. And the system actually that I'm going to use is Cairn. I said already that I like this system, and I'm not sure if I have uh, actual play here in my channel, and I think I don't. So for this reason, I have decided to use Cairn. Cairn is really simple to be use it in any setting as well. There are a lot of hacks. I already talked about this in my previous video, so I'm going to use these. So let's start. So the first thing that I would like to do is to roll my attributes. So for that, I need to use 3d6 and strength, dexterity, and will. So let's see. 13 strength. For dexterity, I have 14. And for will, I have 10. And hit protection, it's just 1d6, and I have just one. And let's roll the rest. So very briefly, my name, I'm not sure if it's a male character or female. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 is a male, 4, 5, 6 is female. So it's a female character, and her name is going to be Four. I think it's Browning. Sorry, I do not know how to pronounce these. So this is the name, Browning, I think. I like these tables a lot, and I'm going to roll on some of them just to have an idea on how she looks and so on. So let's see, physique, and it is 3, flabby. Okay, maybe virtue, it's 8, it's merciful. Vice, 9, vain, and a reputation, 6, loafer, and a misfortune, 4, condemned. So these are her traits: flabby, merciful, vain, loafer, and condemned. And I think this misfortune maybe tells us about the story. Uh, Maybe she's in prison. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Uh, let's roll a starting gear. I need to roll armor. It's a D20 roll. And she has a 18, the chainmail. Let's see if I have a helmet. No, I don't. Let's see my weapon. 19, a halberd or a warhammer or a battle axe. Let's get a battle axe. And an expeditionary gear, 18, a spyglass. Tools, 17, saw, and I can roll a trinket, 10, and marbles, and a bonus item. And it is a 9, and it's another expeditionary gear, 18. It's another spyglass. I'm going to re-roll it. 1, air bladder. Is it right? I have no clue if this is exactly what I'm thinking that it is. I think she starts with some money as well. It's 3d6 gold pieces. So she starts with 9 gold pieces, a torch, and she would start as well with some rations. So I'm just going to remove this bladder, otherwise I will not be able to carry anything else. So here it is, my character. And as I'm going to just do a one shot, I don't want to spend too much time elaborate the story and so on. Let's just say that Browning, she was condemned for some reason. Maybe I'm not sure if she is innocent or not. Maybe this is the first thing that I could ask to the oracle. Is she innocent? And I would say that is even, meaning that I need to beat 8 with 2d6. Is she innocent? And the answer is no. So actually she did something bad, and I have no clue what she has done. But what matter is that people are pursuing her, and maybe I think that maybe she is in a medieval city. Let's play in a fantasy medieval scenario. So she is in a medieval city, running on the streets, trying to flee from the guards. So the guards are trying to get her, to arrest her, and she needs to flee as soon as possible. She's alone. And let's see how the weather is at this moment. 6, a fog. So maybe it is, I would say, early in the morning. Uh, she did something during the night, and she was caught. And yeah, and then now she's trying to flee, but the guards are running against her. Let me see if I can get some inspiration here. Actually, let's just start by asking that, because this is the scene. The scene is Browning running, and the guards after her in this street. It's still night, almost morning, but there are some fogs in the streets. And this is the scene that I imagine. Let's just ask the oracle if the scene is going to happen exactly like this. And yes, it is a yes, because if both the 6 were less than the d8, I would have altered scene. So this is exactly the scene. The scene happens exactly like this. So I would say that in order to run and from the guards, she would need maybe to not run, but run away, and not to hide. Maybe she would try to hide in the fog or in a dark alley or something like this. She would need to perform a dexterity roll, and in Cairn we need to roll under. So the target is 14. I need to roll a 14 or less. It's a 9. Great. So I think as she is running, she sees a dark alley, and she just runs through it, and she hides herself. So the guards just appears a few seconds later, and they, how many guards? I think it's a lot. So let me roll. Actually, I can just, we have a degree here. So how many guards? 8. Extraordinary. So a lot of guards. I cannot even count. Maybe 10, maybe 12, maybe 16. I do not know. But a lot of guards are looking for her. And she's now in this dark alley, hidden, and trying to see if the guards leave. This is the scene that I imagine already, and we already asked the oracle about this. So what I could try to bring, as I do not know what could happen and so on, there is this shift table here. So I'm going to roll a d8 in this shift table to see if something comes to my mind. And it is 1. Foreshadow a threat. So I think that the guards are looking for her, and they cannot find her because she succeeded in the dexterity roll. But I think that between the voices of the guards, a stronger voice can be heard by her, and it's like the voice of the captain. And this is a guy, a really strong guy. He's known by being very competent on his job, and he's strong. He's very good at melee combat and so on. So this is the guy that she should be afraid of. And this guy just appears in the scene, yelling to everywhere by saying, "You need to find her. She cannot escape." And he's threatening everyone around him. And this guy, he's not just a god. As I said, he's a captain. He's more experienced than anyone here. And I think I think that we need to foreshadow a threat. This guy is the threat. And I think that this guy could look at the alley as a possible place that Browning could be. So I'm going to ask the Oracle, does the captain go to the alley? And I think that is likely, meaning that if I roll more than 6, it is a yes. Does he go to the alley? And I have a 9, is a yes. Okay, so he slowly goes to the alley, and Browning sees it. She is in the darkness, but she can clearly see him, and she needs to do something. She needs to go somewhere. She cannot stay there. Is there something close that she can use as a distraction? I have no clue. What can she find in this alley? And I'm going to roll in this table what she can find here. And 15. It says tears, or we have this school. Okay, it's a dark alley. So I can understand the tears maybe as the raining drops. I will not use the school image, maybe just the tears. Maybe this is something that she can use in her favor. And what I think, tears, as it's raining, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is that there is some kind of lightning. Like now it wasn't raining actually. It was a fog. But now as tears, I imagine that it starts raining. And how strong is this rain? It's a 5. So 5 is a normal rain. Okay, so it's not so strong, but I would say that maybe there are some thunders in the sky and we can hear the sound. And this guy, the captain, just looked to the sky to see, and then the drops of rain just start. The rain just starts. And she gets this opportunity, this small lapse of time to start running from the captain. So it's like he was distracted and she tries to move. Exactly. So once again, I would require a dexterity roll from her. And she succeeded in it. So the scene that I see is, okay, it's raining, and then the captain looks at the sky to see and feel the rain touching his face. And in this very short, brief moment, she successfully sneak her way through the other side of the alley, and she can successfully flee from this captain. But of course, they are still looking for her. Is there a place where Browning is going? I do not know. Let me ask the Oracle once again. Is there a place, safe place for her in the city? And I didn't said if it was likely or even or unlikely, but it doesn't matter in the end because I just rolled 1 and 1 is no. And I rolled a double as well. And they are both less than this 5 here, meaning that I have a negative random event. Okay, so this is not good. So there is no safe place. So she just moves from this alley to another place, or maybe to another street. Maybe there are several alleys there, but I need to roll a negative random event. And let's see the random event focus. Number 2, it says a new plot. Okay, the plot that we have now is that we are fleeing from the guards. And now we need to have a new plot. What is the new plot? I have no clue. So let me roll an action. 1, destroy. Let me get the detail. 4, warn. Okay. And topics, revenge. Destroy, warn, revenge. Okay. What I think that happens here is it's not only the guards that are after Browning. What I think is that Browning Browning has these marbles as a trinket, and I think that actually she stole these marbles. Maybe these are very precious marbles, maybe even magic. And maybe, and I would not say maybe, but I will just decide that she has stolen it for someone that required her services. But there is this other guy, other person that wants to revenge because maybe he suffered in the past, or maybe he's competing with Browning, and this guy wants to steal this from her. Yeah, I think this makes sense. So as soon as she finds her way to move a little bit far from the guards, I think she just hear um, this voice, maybe from from the street, maybe from the roof. Yeah, I think from the roof of one of the houses nearby, she hears a voice. Is it a woman or a man? Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is a man. 4, 5, 6 is a woman. It's another woman actually, and her name is 20. Um, Island. Island. So I think that Browning is cautiously walking close to the walls, trying to see if the guards are gone, trying to think where she should go next. And then she hears the voice, female voice that she recognizes from the top of one house. Maybe she has a weapon, maybe a bow or something. Let's see. I could just roll here in the weapons table. A 10. So she has a sword and she is on the top of the roof looking down to Browning, and she says, I think you have something that belongs to me. And Browning says, it does not belong to you. Actually, at this moment, it's mine. But as soon as possible, I'm going to finish the job. So please, step away. Is she going to attack? And I would say that it's even. So 8 or more, she attacks. And the answer is no, but, because both numbers are less than the number that I have here. So she does not attack, but she threats her. So she says, just a warning once again, just give it to me and you can leave. Otherwise, I will call the guards. And then you're going to have some trouble. And okay, Browning cannot attack her, and because she is on the roof, and she knows that if Island yells, she will not have too much time. So what I think that she would try to do is she would get the marbles, and I think that the marbles are in a small bag, and she gets a small bag, or maybe just a small bag with something, but not the marbles. Maybe she could try to trick her. I like it. So she gets a small bag of nothing, or maybe just a few coins in it, and she holds the small bag and says, if you want this, you need to come and take it. I think Islan is a smart person, so I will just ask the oracle, would she go down to take it from her hands? I'm not sure, so I would say it's unlikely that she would just go down there, right? So let's ask the oracle, would she go down there? And 9 is no, she doesn't go down there. She says, oh, smart move, but thank you. But you can just throw the marbles to me here. I feel safer here. And then she throws the small bag, of course, not exactly into the island direction, but a little bit far away from her, that then she needs to move. But what she throws is just a bag with some coins in it. It's not the marbles. So she just throws it a little bit far away. And then Island just says, smart choice, Browning. I knew that you wouldn't disappoint me. And then Browning now has some time to move away from this area and try to find a safe place, or maybe leave the city. I think because as we roll, there is no safe place here. So she just needs to move to another place. I do not know where she needs to deliver these marbles. So I could just roll in this table to see if I have any inspiration. So let me see, 36. Oh, a garden. Great. Okay, okay. So maybe in the city there is a garden, and she was supposed to go there to deliver the marbles to someone. Uh, and she's just heading to the garden in order to deliver this. But of course, I'm not sure if the guards are left behind or not. So I'm going to set the scene first, because I think that she just goes now to the garden without being followed by Isling, because Isling is now trying to get the marbles, and the guards are still looking in the previous location that she was. So I think that the scene now is Browning arriving at the garden to deliver these marbles to the person who hired her for that. So this is the scene. And the scene happens exactly like I said. Great. So there is no alter scene. So the scene it happens exactly how I planned it. So who is this person? We have this quick NPC, so I'm just going to roll here. So number 2 is a farmer. Okay, just a farmer. And maybe I could just roll in this column here too. And crime. Farmer crime. What I think is that this farmer is the owner of these marbles. It was something that was in his family for a long time. It's just like a family treasure. It's just precious for him. It has a personal value for him. But it was, I would say, stolen by the guards, by the governor or the mayor of the city, for any other reason. I don't care. But this farmer, he was just suffering, and as Browning actually is merciful, and maybe she's a good person, so she was just trying to help, like to get this back to the original owner. This is the farmer. So I'm going to ask the oracle, is the farmer there? And I would say that it's likely that he's there. And the answer is yes, but and I have an idea. I think that Browning just reaches the garden, and she's expecting to meet this farmer. And let me just get a name for this farmer, and I'm going to use this table. I think it's a guy here, and it is FX. So I think that Browning just says, FX, are you there? She hears the captain's voice, and only his voice, no one else. And he has this farmer FX in his blade. He holds, I would say, a sword against his neck and says, this little criminal wants his marbles back. Is that it, right? And Browning says, just leave this, just leave this poor man. You have stolen it from him. It does not belong to you. So why do you care so much about these marbles? It belongs to him, to his family. What is the name of this captain? 17. Orthox. Orthox. And the captain, Orthox, says, I don't need to explain anything to you, criminal. Just give me the marble. I do not know the relationship between her and this farmer, but I don't think it makes sense. How close is this farmer to her? Maybe I can just roll a d8 and see. And it's a 1, so it's not so close. She barely knows him. She just wanted to help him because she thought that this was the right thing to do, but she wouldn't try to fight Orthox because of some marbles. So I think she just gets the marbles in a small bag as well, and she just hands it over to Orthox, the captain. And I think this guy, he just released the farmer, and he yells, guards, arrest them. And I think about 5 guards appears in the scene to arrest her. So I do not know the disposition of it, but maybe she is here in the middle, and the farmer as well. The farmer does not fight, so he can barely defend himself. And I think that the guards just approach uh, from several directions, and I said it was 5 of them. So they are basically surrounded by guards. So she doesn't want to get caught. So I think that she would just try to run into one direction and try just to maybe attack and flee. So in order to see if she can act first, let's assume that we have a combat situation here. She needs to succeed in a dexterity check, and her dexterity is 14, and she rolled a 7, meaning that she acts first. So she just moves into one of these guards, and maybe she chooses one of the guards that can be beaten easier than the others, and maybe there is um, a place where she can just run away. And maybe the captain is, I do not know, maybe here, and maybe she goes into this direction. So she just runs, and she just left the farmer behind because she doesn't care too much about him. So in Cairn, we do not roll for attack, we just roll the damage. And I would assume that the guard is just a regular person. I could roll his strength as well, just to have some numbers. So let's say that he has it's 13 strength, okay, and she would have, or he or she would have 2 hit protection. So she just runs and use her battle axe to inflict damage to this guard. And it is a 6. Whoa, okay. Meaning that he goes to 0 hit protection and he takes 4 damage in his strength. He goes to 9, and then I need to roll to see if he survives. So I need to roll a d20 and it should be equal or less than 9. And it is a 7, so this guy is still alive. So she runs actually here, and she attacks this guy with her battle axe. The guy takes some damage. He is wounded, but he is still able to fight. And now this is a problem because the other guards, they are able to move as well. So I think that the farmer tries to run away and maybe 2 guards go to arrest him. The other guard just runs to Browning and attack her as well, this guard. So as we have 2 guards attacking the same target, I just roll 2 dice, and the highest number is going to be the damage that she's going to receive. So I would say maybe both guards has, let's see, maybe they have a sword. I think they have a sword. They both have a sword, and it is a d8 damage. So I'm going to roll 2d8 and keep the highest one. Whoa, and it is 8. So she only has 1 hit protection, and it means that she goes to 5 strength. So I need to roll a d20, and it needs to be less than 5, and it is a 11. Meaning that as soon as she hits this guard and he is still alive, both of them attacks her and stab her from the back. Maybe this guy, she expects to defeat him with one single strike, but she couldn't do it. This guy just counterattack her, and this guy comes from the back and stab her from the back with his sword, and then she just falls on the ground. The raining, she feels the drops of rain on her face as her eyes just close, and the last thing that she sees is maybe this farmer getting being arrested, while the captain just laughs at her on the floor. And this is it. Yeah, so that was my one shot by using a new oracle. Um, I like it. It's very simple. Once again, if you want to have it, just go to perplexing ruins each.io, and then you can get these for free. It is there available for you. So I hope you like it, and I'm looking forward to see other people fulfilling this challenge as well. Just get a new oracle, something that you have never tried before. You might know it, but you have never tried. And yeah, just try to use something new, totally different from what you are used to, and share it. You can share it via YouTube. You can share it via Facebook posts, or maybe just a picture or something like this. But just tell us about your experience. And once again, I appreciate that you are here watching my videos. See you in the next video. Bye bye.